Yeah. Can you just talk to Eric the actor for a second?
Sure.
You don't mind? He wants to fucking glom onto your TNA event.
He has a request, I think.
Eric, we rehearsed. Ask quickly.
Good morning, Hogan.
What's up, brother?
Not much.
No,
you know Eric, right? You know, the kid in the wheelchair.
Eric's cool, brother.
Right, all right. Go ahead, Eric, now. Go ahead.
I was just hoping to be able to come down to Phoenix and watch the pay-per-view live this weekend.
Where do you live, brother?
Sacramento.
Do you have enough money for airfare to get there, brother?
Don't know about that.
Oh,
see, this is what
I'm totally.
oh my God, Eric.
I'm tapped, brother.
He's
believe
tapped
me.
out. You hear the problems this guy has, Eric? Eric, don't you feel bad asking him for something right now? Can you lay off that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Anyway, I got you.
I didn't know it was going to be that kind of request.
Yeah.
Well, if he was in Phoenix, man, I'd backdoor him, VIP him, the whole deal. But
Absolutely.
he's
I
in
understand
Sacramento.
that.
All right, Nick, go ahead. You're on in Lake Tahoe. Couple of questions. Hulk Hogan in TNA Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory live pay-per-view event from Phoenix this Sunday night at 8 o'clock. This should be a big event. If there's any good that comes out of this mess, it's the additional hype. It's going to be a big payday. I hope you get a quarter of the action. Yes, Nick.
Yeah, hey now, Howard. Hey, Hogan, have you ever thought of getting Heather and you in the studio together and kind of battle us out?
Well, how do you know it's a battle? Maybe she isn't behind it. I'm still saying she could not be behind this, you know.
Or just kind of figure it out and see who did set up the tape.
Well, I don't know how you're ever going to find this out, but as Hulk Hogan himself says, you start issuing, if this is for real and this guy starts getting around to a district attorney and criminal charges are pressed, you'd be surprised how people crack real quick.
Well, okay, another question, Howard. Who has the tape right now?
Do we know who has it?
I would love to know.
I heard one of these companies is actually actively hawking it.
It says, Howard, if I can interrupt, it says that Vivid has already cut the deal and has it.
Cut the deal with who?
That's a good question.
Who?
So all we got to do is find, why can't the feds go to Vivid and find out who they cut the deal with?
Well, I'm sure all these people will be asked, just like the guy on Gawker,
Yeah.
who played part of it, said an anonymous source dropped it off. You know, well, why didn't he play the whole thing then? If it looks like it's a setup, you know.
All right, Hansy, go ahead. What is your question for the fabulous Hulk Hogan, who's in the fight of his life right now?
If Hogan's acting was only this good in Suburban Commando, he would have won an Oscar because this guy is lying clearly.
Why do you say that? I see a sincere man who's really...
Okay, Howard, I've been a wrestling fan for years. This guy is like the biggest backstage politic ever. Like, this guy will do anything to get himself over. This guy is like, he helped ruin Macho Man's wedding.
Yeah, but that's a script, dude.
Yo, brother.
No, this is real life shit I'm talking about.
Oh.
Hey, real life shit. Have you been backstage? How do you know who's a politician?
Okay, so you're telling me that every other person who's ever talked about you is wrong, and you're the only one who is telling the truth? You're the same guy who wrote in your book that you waved to a cancer kid at Wembley Stadium, and you weren't even at the event. So I mean, I wouldn't put anything past you.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah, he's way up on you. But he actually is crazy. It's handy.
I was at Wembley with Jimmy Hart. He's out of his mind. Okay. There goes his credibility.
All right, Marianne from Brooklyn, you have the final word with the great Hulk Hogan. Go ahead.
Oh, man, Hulk Hogan, me and my son grew up with you. You have no idea how cool it is to talk to you. But two things. First, you're taking phone calls during sex. And second of all...
Maybe the sex wasn't that good.
I can't believe it. You took the do-rag off while you were making out with Heather. And I'm like, my life is so freaking boring. I can't believe it.
You know, we do, in a sense, feel our lives are boring, considering how exciting your life is. I mean, even with the ups and downs, and there are some real downs. You've got some life, man.
What about your life, Howard?
My life's very sedate. It's very quiet. I'm a judge. I'm this. I hope this case doesn't come before my court. I might have to recuse myself as a judge.
Hogan, I'm still going to keep the faith that I do laundry every day, but not that way.
Would you be insulted if you were blowing Hogan and he took a phone call during a BJ? Would you be insulted as a woman?
Yes, I would. I would be very insulted.
But you'd make sure that didn't happen, right? You would blow him so well that he would say, "Fuck it, I'm not answering the phone," right?
I'd blow blow him as best I could. But really,
Hogan, isn't that nice? She would blow you as best she could.
Right.
Right. So in a sense, the blowjob wasn't that good. Am I right?
Me?
Yeah.
Is it your turn?
It's your turn. All right, one final question since everybody's having so much fun with your misery. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
Quickly.
Hulk, honest question, if you answer it honestly. Who gave a better blowjob? Your ex-wife, Bubba's ex-wife, or Brutus the Barber Beefcake?
Oh, get out of here. Brutus the
What a dick.
What is the answer, though?
What an asshole. Isn't it, you know, but isn't this weird how things happen? If I was to go and say, Brad Pitt or Kevin Costner or somebody like that was a homosexual.
Right.
And I was to say it repeatedly, do you think I'd be in trouble?
Yes.
Okay. How can my ex-wife say that I'm a homosexual and Brutus the Barber Beefcake is a homosexual and then go on Wendy Williams and goes, oh, I was just mad. I was just joking.
Why
and
didn't
it's
you
over.
sue? But why didn't you sue her over that?
I was.
You should.
I was.
Right?
I
But why?
was. And
But
something
probably in
happened.
the settlement.
Yes, something happened.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that I said, okay, fine. And she said she was joking, but isn't that weird how people can do that?
Okay, and by the way, you certainly, I'm looking for some good in this. You certainly put to rest any homosexual rumors. I mean, my God. I mean,
You're looking for good wherever you can.
And you know what else is
there's
weird?
no doubt.
And you
you're
know what else is
heterosexual.
weird?
Yeah.
Over the years, and I'm not going to say when or what, but certain women can kind of like hit you on the butt or get a little crazy and reach down and grab your package.
Sure.
Can you imagine if I did that to somebody?
Oh, you'd be sued.
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You'd be sued too.
Yeah, but believe me.
Oh, God, they throw him under the bus.
Leon Spinks wants to say hello to you, just quickly, the great boxer. Yes, Mr. Spinks.
I don't walk around and say I was a virgin now. Come on.
Yeah, well, we all feel bad for what's going on with Hulk Hogan, and we agree.
Yeah, I think so. Give me a shot.
Do you have a question for Hulk?
Well, I really get to.
What about that?
I didn't really come to me that way championship.
What do you think of what he's saying?
That he wants to get a shot?
I'm going to meet my wife before I go.
What do you say to that?
Well, I don't understand you.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Insulting the guy. What do you mean you don't understand? Don't make fun of the champ like that, please.
Go ahead and answer the question.
Just
Stop
answer the
dodging
question. What did he say?
Yeah, we got a shot in the
All
garden.
right, Balls, real quick. By the way, you got to see Hulk Hogan. This is his first appearance since this controversy. Is it going to be hard for you to get on TV and act the act and play the role? I mean, seriously, I can see you're upset. I see it in your eyes. Is it going to be hard?
Thursday, you know, we've got the live show with Spike at 8 p.m. The fans are pretty loyal and pretty gracious.
Do you think they will heckle you over this? Do you think there will be some sort of negative reaction at the event?
Well, I pray to God not.
Right. You might have to kill somebody if that's the case.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my God.
That'll make things better.
God, that's all I
Don't
need
you
to
think
say.
that would, if you kill someone, don't you think that would make better? Because everyone
You know what? I
sex tape.
actually almost never did say that, and I paid for that kind of statement.
Really?
Yeah, the Rolling Stone magazine came down for 3 days. The guy bonded with me.
Yeah.
And after a couple days, and we were sitting outside drinking some wine, he started grilling me about OJ.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, brother, after what I've been through, 53-year-old wife with an 18-year-old guy, I said, I don't condone it.
Right.
I would never do it. Preface the statement, I don't condone it. I would never do it.
But
I can understand how OJ did what he did, and you know that, and all of a sudden the headlines come out. Hogan understands it.
Understands OJ,
and boy, they sold a ton of magazines.
I bet. Balls, you have the final question. Go ahead. Hey now, quickly, please.
First off, I want to tell Hulk Hogan that he makes me feel like an ugly woman with that big veiny thermos he got hanging between his legs.
So we all feel bad about that. We all feel inadequate. Yes.
And I just wanted to ask him, being that he was rich and famous, don't you think it would have been easier to just go get pussy on the side rather than the predicament you're in?
Well, I think in
Well,
retrospect,
that would have been thinking straight.
he wasn't thinking straight.
Yeah.
Let me go hire a hooker and pay her a bunch of money. It's not going to tell anybody. Great idea.
Linda Hogan's on the phone.
Great.
Oh,
yes,
stop.
Linda.
You fucking cocksucker! And fuck you too!
Wow. Your ex is still angry with you. Why are you still angry?
That was just a gentle.